There's never any sound.
There we go. Microphone's on, so we're good. We're live. Guys, as usual, we are starting late as usual. It's what we do. We are live again tonight. Every last Saturday of the month, we do this feed for you guys, and we talk about paranormal stuff. This evening, we said we'd give you probably talk about some of the submitted footage that people send us for review to find out if it's paranormal or not. And there's going to be also we're trying to get the Connect going, but Kyle, it's not working right now.
Well, it's because of the internet here.
The internet's too slow.
Yeah,
okay.
too slow.
But we'll talk about the Connect camera as well, and we'll probably show you a picture of it to see that we have the setup now for the Connect camera, which we're going to experiment with at our next investigations. Now. So the Connect camera is something we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about. We're actually going to put up the pictures of some of the pictures that people actually submitted to us to review to find out if there's something paranormal about them. So we're going to let you guys comment on our Facebook page, and you can let us know what you think it is, or if you can debunk it, or give us whatever advice you want.
I didn't think we were doing the Connect because we don't have any.
Well, we can talk about it. We'll talk about the Kinects. So we're having problems with it, but we'll talk about the Kinect camera and how we're going to use it in the paranormal field. So, okay, so we're going to review some of the submitted footage that people gave us. Also, what we'd like you guys to do is if you can comment on our page and let us know which locations you think we should investigate as a team. Could be anywhere within, I don't know, maybe Ontario maybe, but not, not in the States and not overseas, obviously, not yet, but maybe overseas one day. And one thing something we're going to actually start to investigate a little bit more. It's kind of like the EMF fields, right? That was a possibility that the EMF fields can affect your physiology, your way of thinking. It can make you hallucinate, do a lot of stuff.
They can, yeah, that's a fact, yeah.
Yeah, but there's another thing that can do that, right? Mm-hmm. Positive ions in the air. Positively charged atoms, I guess they can. So this is something that our team's going to start looking into a little bit more as far as how people can experience the paranormal or think it's a paranormal experience, and really it could be just your environment that's making you maybe see things that aren't there. So this is something that we don't know a lot about it at this point, where we're kind of researching a little bit more the theory of positive ions and their effects on human beings. Another thing we're going to go on tonight is evidence reveals. We've captured a little bit of footage lately that we think maybe we captured some paranormal stuff. We're not sure. We'll let you guys listen to it, and you guys can make your own conclusions on what you think it may be. And we welcome you to make comments on our page and let us know what you think.
And I've got the live feed here, so if you ask questions, I'll answer them out loud and comment back to you. That's what I'm looking down at.
Okay, so tonight, I have Kyle over there in the back. He just took off. He's trying to make...
Don't start right away with it.
So, hey, Kyle, so what about the Kinect camera, and how's it working? Here it is.
In pieces.
So Kyle is trying to get the Kinect camera going again. Am I right? That one. Okay. So Kyle is trying to get the Kinect camera going.
No, it's not going to go.
It's not going to go. We'll talk about it anyways. And we'll show you the equipment we have and how we're trying to get this set up. Kyle is a trooper, though. He's really trying hard, but
there's nothing wrong with the camera. It's the downloading capability.
Yeah. So what you're saying, the internet sucks.
The internet's working.
Well, I live in the country, so that's why the internet sucks. It's not very fast. We'd like you guys to comment as well if the sound, what you're hearing is good, if the sound is good, is the video is good, is it feeding properly? Tyler, you're actually... Tyler.
It's fine. Everyone calls me Tyler.
Taylor, you're actually monitoring the feed, and it's pretty good, so the comments are good.
Yeah.
So please let us know if the video feed is good and if the audio is adequate. So tonight, my usual, Kyle, which is kind of like my right hand. Taylor is my left hand, and I don't know where the hell my middle hand is. But anyway, I got a left hand, left hand, doesn't matter. So they're here as usual every month. Darlene, again, which is a new member, and she's now 5 months.
Not so new anymore, yeah.
So Darlene is a full-time investigator with G.H.O.S.T. She's no longer on probation. As we said, we put people on probation when they join our team. And Darlene is working towards being a full-time core member. We have Lindsay here And I think that's the camera there.
Ah.
Say hi. Lindsay is a new member, very recent member. This is her first meeting, her first live feed. I think she'll be a great addition. As we told you before, we members come in, they're not sure like where you're going to fit in or what you want to do the most. You specialize in wildlife management. That's your
Yeah.
field of study, which is good. That way, if you hear a raccoon in the roof, you're going to go, oh,
Exactly.
the noise in the roof is a raccoon. Right?
It's not ghosts.
Yeah, it's not a
it's
ghost.
squirrels.
It's a
She's
squirrel.
gonna-
It's a
she's
squirrel.
gonna train our dog too.
So we'll train our dog, yeah, or a pointer. The pointer, yeah. There it is.
German short-haired
There's a
pointer,
ghost.
yeah.
There's a ghost. The pointer. Okay. The light feed's still going good though.
Yep.
Just last time we had a big kaputz, like it was bad, and that was my fault. I screwed up big time.
Yep,
So
we got 15 friendships watching.
15
Aw.
friendships. Aw, I don't
Aw,
cute.
thanks, guys.
They're ghosties.
Ghosties.
They're ghosties. Okay. All right. So main topic of discussion. Cue card.
Cute.
Cue card, live and unedited. Okay, so whoop, it disappeared again. There we go. So we were supposed to have a guest psychic again with us tonight, but she couldn't make it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're not going to mention her name yet because maybe she'll come around in the future. So we wanted to bring in another psychic to reinvestigate or kind of research again the possibility of using psychics and mediums at investigations. And unfortunately, this psychic, this person could not attend tonight, but we're hoping maybe next month she may be able to do that. We'll bring some other guests in. So unfortunately, we don't have a special guest tonight, which kind of sucks a bit.
We have a
but-
full table though of things to talk about for
Yeah.
now. Probably be a shorter show. So
Yeah, okay. So what you're telling me is movie rats, right?
yeah, we're very late.
We're very late.
and
Okay.
I have to go soon.
Yeah. Okay. So let's look at the footage that people send us on a
Yeah,
regular
I'm
basis.
curious.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
so
And
many.
these are just pictures that people have sent us. So Joey, if you want to do the no, you don't want to show your face, eh? So go to image one. Double click image one. Okay. Now, guys, anybody who's watching our Facebook feed right now, we'd like you to comment. And what do you think this is? I think we all know what it is, right? But we'll leave it for a while. So, what do you think this is? This was submitted by us by one of our followers or somebody who knows about us, as thinking as they thought they captured something paranormal, or as what they say is a
I
spirit
don't think
orb.
it's showing on the.
It takes a while.
Oh yeah, it's live.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
yeah.
there we go.
There we go. So, so somebody submitted this picture to us, thinking they captured something paranormal. So I think you guys all know what this probably is, and it's a major, it's a big thing in the field right now. Like it's
Orbs,
controversy
yeah.
with. I mean, Lindsay, you're a new member in the team. What do you think?
Well, if I'm going at it from the viewpoint of a skeptic, I see that there's a lot of other reflective surfaces, and when you're using flash on a camera, it could definitely just be flash from the camera. However, I'm not a physicist, so if I'm not going at it from the point of view of a skeptic, then yeah, this looks like a pretty solid orb.
Yeah.
The little square just above the left-hand portion is a little bit strange to me. That does look like a reflection from like light from
The picture
glass.
frame, the picture frame in the
Yeah.
back. Yeah. Yeah.
So that doesn't really account for what the circular item might be,
Yeah.
but it's definitely interesting.
Okay. Push the mic. Push it this way. Okay, so you guys, if you guys want to comment on our right now, I guess you want to go back. So this is picture number one that was submitted to us a while back. We actually went back to this person. We actually told them that what we thought of the picture. Joey, if you want to go back to the main cam. So Joey's my buddy. He's working the computer for us tonight. Okay, so we're back to main cam. All right, guys, so if you want to comment on our page, on our feed, then let us know what you guys think of that picture. Now, there's another, this is another controversial kind of, and these are all photographs that people submitted.
Are we not going to say what we think they are yet? Or we just
I want to wait, we'll go
Let's
back
see.
on them and then we'll wait, see if we get some comments. So go to the next image, Joey. Okay, that one's good. So number 3, so image number 3. So this another image somebody captured, which looks kind of like a almost like a negative. I guess they took a
Yeah.
picture and there's the TV in the background, and it seems like there's a face there. So again, you guys, we know what this probably is, but we want to find out from you guys what you think it is and want to get your opinion on it. Again, this is something that was submitted to us, and they asked us to give our opinion on what this is. And I think we'll go over it as a team and find out what it is. I know what it is, but or I assume. So that's one of them. So that's image number 3. So if you guys want to comment on image number 3, you can let us know what you think.
2.
Okay, image number 2. What do you think you guys out there? What do you think that is? That's
Us out here? Or
well, let's wait. Let's wait. So that's image number 3. Go back to main, Joey. So you guys can let us know what you think that is. So we got image 1. And we went to 1, 3, and 2, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, there's 3.
Bad.
Yeah, it's Joey's fault. He's back there. Show your face, Joey. Show your face, Joey. Come on.
I will skip that.
Show your face. Show your face. No, he doesn't want to show his face. Come on. Give it a 2 second. There's Joey. Joey is operating the laptop. That was quick. He's operating the live feed for us tonight. And thanks, Joey, for doing that. So there's 3 images up right now. So go to image 4, Joey. Now, this was submitted as well by somebody, either a follower or somebody that knows about our team. The original, this person actually sent us 2 pictures. One that doesn't have I think you guys know what we're talking about, is the eyes on the far right corner. The first image, a person said they took like a burst photo, click, 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 and the first few photos didn't show the eyes, and then the next one of the photos down showed eyes in the dark, and I think we know what that probably is. But anyways, you guys can comment. This is image number 4. You guys can comment and let us know what you think that is. We're talking about the glowing eyes on the top right corner, or approximately. Okay, so go back to main, Joey. So we just want to say hi. Okay. Okay, let's go. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. This is good. And not to say anything bad. Okay, so we're gonna go now to image 5 that was submitted to us by a follower, and they graciously kind of put a little kind of drawing of what they thought was on there. So image 5 is up. So this is typical of what we know. What this is typical of, the drawing of the face, and exactly. Yeah, that's what it is. And we'll go on. So this is image 5, guys. If you guys want to comment on this one, let us know what you think this may be. We obviously, as a team, we have our own opinions. Okay, and you guys can talk too. You can say stuff. Yeah.
Well, you're wanting their answers first, so we're holding.
Yeah, we're holding back, but let's see what they're gonna say about it.
I mean, there's a couple of answers now starting to pile up.
Okay.
Ones.
Okay. All right, so let's talk now. Those are all the images. Joey, have up. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have all the images up. We'll leave this for a bit, and then guys, you can let us know what you think, and then we'll give you our opinion of what we responded back as what we thought it was.
It's just a moisture pen.
Okay, so are we going to talk a bit about the Kinect camera? You want to try to explain it a bit, Kyle? And although it's not working, but we'll show you some parts.
Yeah. So this there's different models, but this is the Xbox One. This unit is designed for motion capture of actual moving. I missed something there. It's designed.
Cue cards.
Yeah. It's designed for motion capture of actual moving parts in real life scenarios. It's artificial intelligent machine learning algorithm allows it to map the visual data it collects to models representing people of different backgrounds, age, height, gender, etc. The Kinect's brain is the real secret. It analyzes what it sees and aligns that with a stored collection of skeletal structures to interpret movements. The Kinect also judges distances of different points of the body, and then draws in the avatar. So you've probably seen that on some shows. If it doesn't see a part of the body, for instance, then it'll search for it, and that's That's when you see that the erratic spider movement, right? It's nothing. It's nothing paranormal. It's just looking for the ghost limbs, I guess you can say.
Mapping.
Yeah, mapping. Yeah. So in order to carry out this function, it uses a host of sensors that analyzes all this data 30 times a second. The device contains 3 vital pieces that work together to detect the motion and create a physical image. The RGB color component, red, blue, green, the VGA video camera with depth sensor, and the multi-array microphone. These components come together to detect and track 48 different points on a given body and repeats 30 times every second. So I wish I could show you
So it
how
sounds
this
like it's almost
works.
like in video games when you see those people wearing those suits with
That's
all the
right,
little wires,
exactly,
but
and
without the suits.
Yeah.
so
it-
all
it-
those points I was talking about, it draws the line in between, makes an avatar, eh? So
Yeah. But it just does it to any sort of human without wearing the specific suit.
yes,
now.
that's
It's really
right, yeah,
modified.
and or an animal or
Yeah.
even a robot if
Yeah,
that came in, not necessarily a human or a mammal, I guess you could say.
Well, it could be anything, right? It could be a
Anything
mammal,
moving,
a dog,
yes.
a cat,
Anything
ET,
moving, yeah.
anything. I
Any
guess.
questions?
Any questions about the Kinects?
So we'll hopefully have that figured out here next month. I think it's a downloading issue with the internet here. So.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
So-
I live in the country and my internet is really bad. So we were on satellite, so it's not the
We can
greatest.
like maybe host one. It might not be in our usual setting, but host a quick sort of show or
Oh, yeah, we could,
go
of course.
live and show them.
Or I can download the footage at my
At your place or
and,
my
Yeah,
place.
yeah. So either way, guys, we're gonna try to show you a little bit how the Kinect works. I know you guys have probably seen it on other shows. Everybody's seen it. Everybody uses it.
So Ghost Adventures is one I use quite
use it a
often.
lot. Yeah. So we'll try. Like I said, this is a new piece of equipment that Kyle's working on to try to get it set up. He's put a lot of effort into it, and with a couple of disappointments because the internet or whatever else. We've had a couple of setbacks to get it working.
It
but
does work right now. It
Yeah.
just needs.
needs a better internet. So we'll let you guys know on our next investigation. We'll get it working, and like I said, this is another piece of equipment that we're testing and potentially debunking whether or not it's a legit piece of equipment in the paranormal. We don't know. Does a ghost? Can you really detect a ghost?
One thing I did try out at my place. I tried to make some other objects move around to see if it would catch it. And it didn't.
Is
It
it
did
like
not
a plant?
catch it.
So it won't go towards a plant or
Well,
anything like that?
No.
No.
Unless, no.
A lamp.
I do
So it
want
has
to
to be
try
like a
a few
physical
things.
body.
Maybe
Yeah.
try and find things that are kind of.
Yeah, a coat rack. You know,
It won't detect
no.
a cold rack either.
What was he saying? You were in weird positions or something, trying to trick it.
Yeah,
You were doing that? Like some kind of Kama Sutra or something?
No,
He was
that's
like alone in
like-
his house, like
no.
Is it working? Is it?
What that was the mapping we were talking about. If it doesn't see a part of your body, then like my legs were going over my head, kicking out sideways. It was pretty funny, but and you see that on Ghost Adventures. Actually, they don't actually tell you what's going
But the
on.
legs are kind of doing this.
Yeah, they think it,
dancing.
they're making you think it's hey, they're making you think it's something paranormal.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
but it's not.
But in all fairness, it does happen like on cue. They'll say like raise your right arm, and then sometimes the stick figure.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Oh
well,
no,
that's-
I'm not
that's
saying.
kinda weird.
Oh yeah, no, it does. They do catch some good anomalies with it for sure. Yeah.
But some of it's just erratic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's tap dancing.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep working on that and
On
see
my
if we
head.
can get it going and try it at our next investigation.
I did try Dawn's gorilla.
It didn't work
face,
either?
and no, it didn't
Okay.
work.
It didn't work either on the gorilla face.
It needs limbs, right? It's
Yeah,
not,
it
it's
needs
not
some-
necessarily
needs some
mapping
limbs.
faces or
Yeah.
humanoid things.
It
in that way.
does.
It's like arm.
It does map faces, but I didn't read up on that. It was one of those advanced programming things there where it will do a face.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't this be like similar to the technology used on Facebook? You know, when you could put ears on your head,
Yeah.
and you know, your head's inside the Star Wars thing. I guess it's the
Matches
same
your
kind.
mouth movement,
Yeah, and you can look like a
lips,
really
lips,
funny.
I-
remember the one I sent you, Joey? Hey, Joey, you can do that. Yeah, it was. Then I had like a gorilla face, and I was.
I was
talking to
looking
him.
at it briefly, and
I showed you that on FaceTime, and now you can't stop.
the on the face, it actually had like I would guess a good 50 points on there, just mapping the
just
Yeah,
the face,
there's a
yeah.
lot
But
of
I-
muscles in the
yeah,
face and
yeah.
points
so-
of movement.
Okay.
And so the way that we're going to try and debunk it, right, is we're going to corroborate it on investigations with matched with other devices
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
try and see if it picks up on things at the same time as
Yes.
you know,
Could be
the
maybe.
audio or something.
It could be like maybe we could try it with the stuffed doll. Have somebody move it to see if
Yeah.
it'll capture you know, a teddy bear. Or if it sees the movements, does it really capture that?
Yeah, and
Because
maybe
I mean, like a human being is one thing, but a ghost is different, and let's say a stuffed
Mm-hmm.
toy is different. Is
See,
he going to
it's-
capture that?
yeah. See what it does. It the points of access more or less. It's any limb or any change of direction. You know.
Yeah.
So even in your face, you know the jaw. You
It'll
know,
capture,
whatever. Yeah. So it
I
needs a
use
change in
that.
direction.
Yeah. Okay. So cue card, Joey. You need the cue cards. It's on the bottom. Right?
Kyle
Yeah,
and
there
I
you
have
go.
to go now.
Like now. Okay.
Is there anything else with the connect?
Which location? Not really. I mean, which locations our fans would like us to investigate? Well, you have your own card. Then you can stick around a bit.
Can we play the review maybe?
Yeah, you want to do the review?
Maybe
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Do- yeah,
Okay.
So
So
do
let's
the
go
review.
to EVP review number 1. Okay.
What's your age?
You guys listen to this here. Okay, go back to Black Scene, Joey. Okay, and then go back to EVP number 1 again.
What's your age?
Okay, go back to main. So we captured this, which it's very, very faint. You can't really tell. I mean, we think we hear. This was through the ghost box, right? There's something
Yes.
that came up.
Yeah. So this I actually heard this.
You guys listen to this.
Sorry, I just want to make sure the audio for them.
So we're still good. Okay, go back to Black Scene, Joey.
Did it play?
Okay, and then go back to EVP number 1 again.
This was very subtle. I don't know. if
Okay, but it did play.
But yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I heard this in real time as I was walking in the place. It's too bad I didn't have a recorder going, but the voice. This was on a ghost box, and it was the exact same voice, but in a different part of the building. So I found that pretty
Yeah.
weird. You know, like.
But it came up on the
He heard
spirit
it with
box,
his
right?
own ears.
It came up on the spirit box, and so that was what, like one floor down, and then a couple rooms over, whatever. Anyway, it was far away from where I was,
Yeah.
and and I heard that right on the top of the steps
With your own ears. You heard
with my
that
own
hello.
ears.
But
yeah.
anyway, yeah, also.
And it sounded like you didn't hear it too much there, but not with her repeating hello, but the original hello on the ghost box sounded exactly the same.
So you heard hello with your own ears
Yeah.
at the anchorage, and then that same kind of voice came up on the spirit box,
Yes.
and it was identical.
yeah.
But impossible that you were hearing the spirit box from like 2 levels up, even
No.
when it's so faint on the spirit box.
No, that was
Just
it
goes
was
to show that
so
maybe a spirit
like
voice out
it was
loud
like we were
could be
talking
on the
now.
spirit
We're
box.
talking right now. You know, there's no way you would hear that, and there was nothing coming through any vents or anything. If there was, then I would have heard everybody talking. And,
Yeah.
So bring up EVP 2, Joey. This is the same EVP, which we haven't altered in any kind of way, but I just amplified it a little bit, so maybe you'll hear it. It's very faint, very hard to notice. But bring up number 2, Joey, and
We wait for the dog to stop.
What's your age?
there we go there. So I don't know if you guys heard that. This is the same EVP as the one we just showed you, but it's a little more amplified. So
Sorry. Just keep
It
talking.
did. It still
and
came up. Okay.
I'll put it up in a minute.
So that's the same one. We don't know if this is paranormal. It's very faint. It could be a coincidence. But Kyle says that the hello he heard at the anchorage with his own ears sounds identical to the hello we captured on the spirit box. So we're not saying it's paranormal, but it's kind of cool to listen to. Yeah, you can hear a little bit, right?
You can hear it a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. It's there.
Yeah.
Play it again.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to play it again, Joey? Number 2.
What's your age?
Well, number 2 is the amplified one.
Oh.
And number 1 is unedited. Number 2 is amplified. Okay. I don't know what you guys think of that. I mean, I'm the skeptical in the team, and sometimes I disappoint people, and because I'm such a stickler when it comes to being critical of our evidence. But there is something there. We're not sure what it is. And the fact that Kyle heard it with his own ears and then heard the same voice again on the spirit box.
It's up to
What-
use guys'
Yeah.
interpretation.
What about the voice that Kyle and I heard?
Yeah, that's going to be
originally?
coming up. Yeah. We don't know if is it the same one. That was the kind of same
It
same
sounds
voice.
the same, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go to EVP number 3, Joey.
Yeah, so I got punched in here.
Okay, so this EVP, you were talking, Taylor. You said something, somebody punched you in the face or something like that, and we hear a woman's what we think is a woman's voice talking after you say that.
Mm-hmm.
Now we had a doubt that it might have been you, Darlene. We weren't sure, but you said she wasn't even close, right?
No, I said
He was saying that I don't
If
really
you-
remember.
if you listen to the whole
She was definitely
footage,
up there.
Darlene's and they were together, and then Taylor left to go to another room. She actually went to one room, then to the next room after that, where Darlene was left behind. And that's where that was captured.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do. I'm
We-
not going to
but
say
they-
what I think
Yeah,
it
we
says,
don't have
but
Yeah.
we don't have visuals, so it's
Yeah.
hard to know for sure. But I
No.
think Darlene was far enough away, and
Oh.
it sounds really close to
yes,
the
that's
recorder.
right,
But
exactly.
Well, it's kind of like when we, because you guys, we told you, we posted earlier that we had kids from Algonquin over here. They're doing a documentary on our team. It's a very short documentary, maybe 5-10 minutes, very short little thing. But they asked a question on the classification of EVP. So would this be a class A, B, or C? Because we don't really know. We know there's something there, but we don't know what it's
B,
saying.
I
Right?
would say, because you can
Yeah.
kind of tell that it's saying words
Yeah,
and
it
it's
is,
vocal.
but-
it's not
yeah.
like just.
But we all-
matrixing.
It's not a noise.
But
We
we're
know
not-
it's like it sounds like a voice.
Yeah.
We all have different
But we're
views on it,
not
of
hearing
what
the
it's
exact
saying.
same
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Me personally, what I think it's saying is, Taylor says, "Yeah, somebody got punched in here," and I think it said someone, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
See, I hear, where's the front or where's the
so yeah,
friend or
so
something. is what I was hearing.
everybody has different.
What do you make of it, darling? Like, what do you think that may be?
I'd have to re-listen.
I'd have to re-listen to it.
So I personally don't have an opinion on it because I know there's a voice there, but I really can't even.
You'd have to slow it down really low, try and catch what the syllables are.
Yeah.
You have the best kind of speakers too on your laptop.
Yeah.
than us.
To do that, yeah.
Yeah.
He picks up like extra syllables that we don't even.
Yeah.
I never hear when I'm reviewing.
So you guys can comment what you think that is. I mean, we're not saying it's paranormal. It's just a little something we captured. You can hear there's a voice after Taylor says something about punch in the face. We don't know what it is. Kyle's got an opinion on his own opinion on what he thinks it is. I can't really say what I think it is because I hear a voice, but I can't make out what it says. And I think we all have our different opinions. That's, again, matrixing. So that's why it's a Class B or Class C AVP, because we don't know what it is. Okay, so now let's try, is that the last one, number 4, Joey?
Yeah.
No, number 4 is one more. Okay, so play number 4, Joey. Try it again.
I didn't hear what he said.
You said so? Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe it wasn't for us.
There we go. There's young
Fuck
voice.
is that?
Okay.
No.
So this one was when you and Darlene were inside, because it says this was the voice after Darlene. So you guys were at the anchorage.
Yeah,
You and Kyle?
I had the key, so there's no possibility of anyone being in there. I unlocked the door. We went in to set up cameras, and we were discussing where they were going to go. And all of a sudden, we hear this really loud voice that you could. It sounded like it came from the top of the stairs, but there's no way anyone was there. We went up. We tried to mimic the sound. We couldn't.
It was just you and Kyle.
It was just
Because we were at the
It was-
Willow
That's
across
right.
the street.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so we're what, 6 feet away, 8 at the most feet
Yeah.
away. It almost seemed like it came around over the banister and went,
And
huh? And it
like
was
a
loud.
Yeah.
huh,
Yeah, and it was loud. It was
it's
clear.
it was very loud. Yeah.
Yeah, clear as day.
Play it again.
And
Joey.
that's the same voice that I heard say hello.
Yeah.
By the way, so
I didn't hear what he said.
said some. Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe it wasn't for us.
And that was
So-
Just go.
which you don't know what it is. Okay. So you guys can comment on our page.
On the Wave Lab there.
Actually, I did put it on the Wave Lab, and it seems that the no, this was the one from Taylor with the that sounds like a woman. The
Oh,
same
you didn't
frequencies.
put this one on the Wave Lab?
I couldn't really make out the frequencies on this one because it's so short.
Oh.
But the previous one with Taylor, the voice talking after Taylor, which we can't make out. You said it said a certain something.
Yeah.
I actually put this through a audio program called WaveLab, and you can actually see the frequencies. And this actually fell within the frequencies of a woman's voice, or what a female's voice would be. So, is it really a female voice talking? We don't know. We're not going to call it paranormal, but there's something there. Guys, go to Maine, Joey.
Eileen's
Guys.
watching, by the way. She's been watching.
Who?
Eileen.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Guys, unfortunately, Taylor has to leave tonight. You're her right, eh, Kyle?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So
well,
Kyle and Taylor have to leave. You're gonna stick around for a bit.
Yep.
Finish the show. You're gonna finish the show.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna get a nice seat now.
Nice.
So we're gonna stay live. We're gonna take a little kind of break. You guys can see what we're doing right now, and then we'll keep coming back with the rest of the
I
show.
gotta take
No.
Guys, we're still live. I'm still live with Lindsay and Darlene. Taylor's still here, but she's got to go to work. So Kyle's taking the Kinect camera apart, and then they're going to take off. Me, Darlene, and Lindsay will keep going with you guys to get your opinion on those pictures we showed you and the EVPs we posted as well. Now, you didn't know about that one EVP that Kyle sent me, right? The music.
Yeah.
And you thought it was music playing in the background.
That's-
So, as you guys know, we did an event at the Willow Inn, and we had set up, make it interesting for people, would set up a doll in the basement. And this doll has flashing eyes, and it plays spooky
It's creepy.
Halloween music. And
Excuse me.
Kyle and Darlene were actually in the house setting stuff up, and they had left the recorder on upstairs, and it recorded what they thought was music from the 1800s, and they didn't know where it was coming from. Kyle sent me the EVP, and what I did is I put it through WaveLab. I kind of cleaned it up, amplified it, and it's the doll that was set up in the basement. Now, the reason I know it's the doll is because I set it up with Patricia.
Okay.
And as soon as I heard that sound, I went, no, that's not music. It's the doll, the spooky music playing with the doll.
Oh, okay.
So we actually debunked that one. And actually, Kyle came over, and I made him listen to it. And once I amplified it, cleaned it up, amplified it, it's, oh, yeah, it's the doll. He recognized. I'll let you listen to it later.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I can next time.
Yeah.
Can I get the memo before
Yeah, really.
I open my mouth?
Kyle.
You're the
Throw me
boss.
on,
You're the
throw me
boss.
on the,
The
spot
boss, okay,
and,
okay,
and,
the
and
boss,
then
okay.
and then pull that.
That's my
Thanks,
fault.
guys.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay. So, anyway, so that was a debunk. But just to let you guys know, that's what we do. I mean, we scrutinize our evidence, put it through some audio program to actually find out if it's real evidence or not. I actually was captured by it when it was very low and going, wow, yeah, there's some music playing back. It sounded like ball music,
Like
some
ballroom like
music
old,
from the 1800s.
yeah.
And I actually thought myself that, yeah, it probably is that. But again, what we do is we scrutinize our
Right.
stuff. So when I put it through the audio program and then I really heard what it was, that's when I clued in, oh, it's the doll that was placed in the basement for the spooky event.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
even that being debunked, there was quite a few things that we could not debunk.
Oh, at Anchorage, yeah. Like
At
the
the
huh,
Anchorage,
there was
yeah.
the hello, there was a bunch
Yeah.
of other stuff.
Like that sound that Kyle and I heard, like in live in real
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
was so loud it startled me.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I had the biggest smile on my face. I was so excited, but I was like, but it startled me. You know, I wasn't expecting it. We were just discussing where the cameras were going to go, and then all of a sudden, coming from upstairs, you hear this. At first, I wasn't sure. It sounded like just a bang or some sort of noise.
Yeah.
And then when we put the earphones on and actually listened to it, with no other noise, it sounds like a woman's voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, of course, Kyle heard it later coming in.
Actually, you guys keep talking. You're gonna see Kyle and Taylor.
Again?
We're still on. I'll be back in a
Oh
minute.
my goodness.
Well, right now, what we're gonna do, Kyle and Taylor are just getting their stuff ready, so they're taking off. And like I said, we'll continue the. Okay, so let's go back to. Unfortunately, Kyle and Taylor won't be able to give their opinions, but I know what their opinions are because we've discussed it before. Do you have the live feed on your phone going?
No, because
Can you check it out?
Sure can.
Just to see if people are asking questions. Mm-hmm. So you can sit on this chair if you want, Lindsay. Doesn't matter.
Sure. Should I
Yeah.
balance out the...
Well, it doesn't matter. That way, at least we'll be able to see you and have the full. There we go. Look at that. There's Lindsay.
Greetings.
Okay.
What happened was watching live. Oh,
Yeah.
that was 3 hours ago.
Okay. So Joey, go back to image number 1. Okay. Okay. So guys, did we get any comments on that one, darling? Image number 1.
I'm not getting anything. Hang on.
No. There's our live feed.
Trying to find it. Oh, is that it? No.
No, okay.
Where is
See if
it?
there's a comment somewhere. Are we still live, Joey?
There we go.
We're
got
always
it? Okay.
live.
There we go. You got
Always
it. Okay.
live and always on
Got
everything.
it.
Well, we try not to be, but yeah, we're still live. Says okay. So actually, if you can pull up the live, well, actually, we could actually check it up directly on the screen here. So, any comments?
They are good for that.
Okay.
Put you on the spot. Jose.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Jose.
Hi, Jose. How's it going? We're gonna have you back on the show one day for sure. So, image number 1, which is on the screen right now, guys, is what do we? Okay, we'll go. I think. What do you think it is? I think you gave your opinion earlier.
I
Lindsay.
did, yes. I
Well,
mean,
I'll still get one. Sorry.
it's hard to tell what that sort of square image or the rectangular image on the, I guess it would be right-hand side or left-hand side for the viewer. Anyways, I can't quite tell if it's a mirror or if it's just, like, I can't tell what that is. So obviously, anything that I say, I don't know. But to me, I wouldn't rule out a reflective surface causing that kind of thing to show up.
The square in the background.
Yeah,
that's,
I'm always
I think
going
that's
to
a
be
picture
coming
frame.
from a skeptic's point of view,
Yeah.
but that's what I would assume.
Yeah. Well, I mean, bring it up again, Joey. So if we look at the picture right now, so we see the square in the background. Now, what I think and this is just my own personal opinion, if you look on the far top left corner, there's a picture frame there.
Yes.
That's probably reflecting the flash off the camera, which is reflecting on the wall. So that square is the picture frame on the left. Now, the ball in the middle, people, unfortunately, my opinion, it's not a spirit orb. It's called dust.
Yeah.
Or a particle in the air that's going by the camera. And the way cameras work, when there's something in front of the camera that it can't recognize, it kind of sees it as a ball. It could be a particle, it could be a hair follicle, floating in the air. It could be a piece of dust, could be anything.
It's just the way that the light reflects. Whatever
Yeah,
surface
it's actually
it is.
reflecting the flash off the particle coming back to the camera, and people think it's a spirit orb, but unfortunately it's not. It's a particle in the air or a piece of dust. And unless you guys can prove me different, by all means, please comment on our page, but that's our opinion. You, darling, what do you think that is? I mean, at this...
Well, it could be an orb. I don't see any reflector, anything that would reflect that onto that wall, just like the picture frame did. Mm-hmm. You know, you'd think there would be something circular if it was going to reflect. It could also be dust or some sort of particle, but it's really...
Yeah.
It's really hard to say.
But I think the square is
it's
actually,
definitely a picture frame.
Yeah, the square is a picture frame, but I think the ball is not on the wall. It's just floating in front of the camera.
Exactly.
I think,
Yeah.
So guys, we all have our different opinions as far as team members. My personal, I think the general consensus would be probably a particle in the air, so it's not...
The lens flare dust.
Yeah.
Usually moisture is fuzzier around the edges, and that one's like really perfectly round. But...
Yeah, so... And how do we... as a team, we don't really kind of take orbs as a concrete evidence of the paranormal, because there's too many variables and, particles in the air, dust, everything else, and
Physics and stuff.
I mean, it's you can't call. You get a picture like that, people think it's a spirit, but it's not. So let's put that to rest. Okay, so I don't know. Number two. Okay, bring it up again, Joe. Okay, number 2. This is a typical. Lindsay, what do you think it is?
I don't think this is at all paranormal. This is just a really fuzzy photo of what looks like somebody playing pool. But it's so distorted and hard to tell that I don't think any kind of concrete conclusion can be drawn from it.
What exactly
it doesn't,
are we supposed to be looking at?
That's another thing.
It's the whole flare. Like, I mean, so to me, this is what it's called, long exposure. And you should know, Joey, because you're a photographer.
That's why I was asking, because that looks like typical of 1,000 pictures. I even do this on purpose for art.
Yeah. So, Joey, show your face again, Joey.
It's just the shutter.
Yes, you have to.
Too...
So, Joey back there, my buddy Joey, he's doing the live feed tonight. So, Joey's actually a professional photographer. So, what do you think it is, Joey?
It's typical of a long exposure for art's sake, and I've done it 1,000 times, and it's just camera shake in a long exposure. That's all it is.
Yeah. Okay. So bring back the picture again, and that's what I think it is too. Is long exposure, because I've done it as well, where I had the wrong setting on the camera. You did it as well.
I've done it. Yeah.
So this is not paranormal. This is the actual lens or the shutter being open for a long period of time without a flash, like kind of like the night shot, I guess. And you move the camera, and it kind of streaks everything and distorts everything. So
it doesn't even necessarily have to be long exposure. Just camera shake.
Camera shake as well, yeah. So this is not paranormal, people. This is just an example of a long exposure. As Joey said, maybe some camera shake. So there's nothing paranormal about this picture. Unfortunately, that's what we told the person that sent it to us. Unfortunately, it's not paranormal. Okay, so I don't know what people... Okay, this one here, that's a good one. Okay, being the newbie...
Oh, no.
Lindsay.
Another
newbie, Lindsay. What do you think this is, Lindsay?
So, okay, this... I mean, it was obviously a negative, but it looks like one of those really... one of those older TV sets, like those really, like, bunny-eared TVs. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure those ones were prone to having images burned into them if they were left on for too long. And that's kind of what this strikes me as. It could also just be a reflection, because it looks like the object in the bottom right-hand corner is an actual person, like a person's head. So it could just be another person being reflected off of the screen of the TV, or an image that was burned into the TV screen. Yeah. I'm not too sure how those TVs work. Yeah. I'm a millennial, but...
you weren't even born when these TVs came out, Lindsay. You weren't even born.
But it doesn't... Again, this doesn't come off to me as paranormal. This is more like a technological glitch to me.
I think so. Yeah. My opinion is it could be maybe an image that was burnt inside the tube and it just stayed there. If not that, I think it's strictly matrixing. We went through this multiple times about matrixing, where your eyes, when your eyes or your brain cannot make sense of something, it'll see a face or see a picture. So I think this is a clear case of matrixing. Sure. Or, as you said, maybe an image burnt inside the tube. It is an old TV, but I don't think it's paranormal.
It is very face-like.
Very face-like,
even more than I would say paranormal, pareidolia, like trying to find a face. I would say
it's very
there's lots
more
of recognizable
like a burning
features.
kind of heat signatures in the TV.
But you know what makes it different though is the fact that it's like pictured as a negative.
Yeah,
that's what.
So
if it wasn't a negative, I'd say, well, maybe there's something there. But because it's a negative, it's playing with the pixels and everything. Like it's not.
The person that took the image or gave you the image, was she there when it happened? Like, because given the age of the TV and the technology,
some people still have TVs like that.
A film camera using a negative versus a DSLR. You know.
Does she have the positive too?
So
that was submitted to us a long time ago.
Of the image that was still on the TV. It's not like the TV was off. It could have been on.
Yeah.
It's a negative image. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think it's paranormal. I don't think you do either. I don't think... What do you think it is?
I don't think it's paranormal at all. I think it's just some sort of a, it looks like a negative, but I've seen this before. I just can't place where, but I think it has to do with possible photography on the ankles, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
should
not
ask the
ghosts,
specialist
it's
about
art.
that.
It's art. It's art. It's not a
It
ghost. It's
is
not
art. Yeah.
Show it again, Joey.
I'm not sure
Show it
what
again.
kind of art, but.
Yeah. So yeah, people. I don't think this is paranormal. I think we went back to the person. So yeah, it's very interesting. You kind of see a face, but yeah, I don't think. I think it's more. It's a negative. It's probably a case of matrixing, and as Lindsay said, maybe some kind of imprint inside the old tube. These old tubes, and you know what? That's proven to go back to Maine, Joey. You know when you do that experiment where you stare at a black and white picture, like it wasn't the thing, the Jesus
And
face,
then you blink and it's the opposite
and then you
color.
blink and then you see
Yes.
the picture. You see the picture. I think this is what this is. It's just our minds playing tricks on us. Are you taking off, Taylor?
Yeah.
Yeah, taking
I
off.
called into work. I'm gonna be late.
Okay, bye, Taylor.
Bye, Taylor.
Are you leaving by the front? Probably the side here.
My boots are here.
So Taylor's taking off. She'll be walking across the screen. There's Taylor.
Nice.
I don't think Kyle's gonna do that, but anyways.
It's a boot.
Hey.
So we're still on. Okay. So now image number 2.
My keys there?
Number 4.
Oh, because we went to 4 first, right?
Well, we're just going in order. Now we're on 4. So
Oh. Yeah, that's right.
now we're doing it right.
Yeah, a lot of people in the comments
I'm
were
not-
saying, dust and
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So image number 4, this one, eh, Joey?
Yep.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys commented on our page. If we don't get to all your comments live, we will comment after the show, and we'll respond to you guys on what you think this is
In a timely fashion.
in a
maybe.
timely fashion. Oh no, we're
Maybe.
yeah, we're always late to start the feeds, but we comment every. I'll spend like 2 hours later, and there's Kyle. Kyle's leaving with this Kinect camera. Oh, you can't see him now. He's walking across.
more bum.
Shake your booty. Shake your booty, Kyle.
I'll go back to where the internet's very fast and good, and I can get it working again.
Bless up to 5.
Yes. You can let him out, Taylor.
Yeah, okay.
Little black cat's going out. All right, guys, take care. We'll see you soon. So we just said bye to Kyle and Taylor. Close the freaking door. It's cold.
Ooh,
Okay, it's cold.
that is cold.
Yeah, it's cold. Okay. So bring that one up back with the eyes, Joey. Okay. So my wife was talking in the background to my buddy's daughter there. So if you hear a voice in the background, just close the door a bit. There we go. Okay, so I think like I said before, somebody had submitted this photo, and it was like a burst photo, and the first 2 photos there was no eyes, and then suddenly the third one had eyes. What do you think?
So this one got me excited for all the wrong reasons because it got me excited
I know
because
exactly
from a
what this
wildlife point of view,
Yeah.
this could totally be an owl. And that also accounts for the fact that it was there for 1 second and then wasn't there for another because it was flying away. So it's cool because it's a bird and I love that, but it's not a ghost. It's not really spooky scary to me.
No. So take it from Lindsay. She's wildlife management. So, which this might come in handy in the team as well.
I
Maybe
hope
we
so.
get pictures like that. So show the picture again, Joey. So okay, guys, I think this is maybe like Lindsay said, it's an owl. There's an animal there, and then suddenly the animal disappears. It was just there for a fraction of a second. It was blinking at its eyes, and it's just an animal in the background. Unfortunately, we can't call this paranormal because it's explainable. I mean, there's too many variables that could be explained by an owl,
Absolutely.
a coyote, or something in the background. And if I would have been this guy, I would have ran just in case it was a coyote or maybe a wolf or something like that. But
The only
definitely
thing-
animal, I think.
Yeah, the only reason I say it's specifically a bird is just because the eyes are front facing. Most like coyotes or deer, their eyes are a little bit more towards the side.
Oh,
So this is a bit more
yes,
like
yes,
flat
yes,
face.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's
flat
the only
face.
reason why I
So
say
more
it.
focused towards the
Yeah.
front.
Like
Okay,
more
that makes
like
a good.
an
That
owl.
make,
Exactly.
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
And it
that's
makes
a very
sense
good.
that it was looking and then not looking.
Exactly.
Because if she said it was a burst mode, it's typical 5, 6, 7, 8 images a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's totally possible.
Like a blink,
Yes.
like a
Yeah.
blink. That was it.
So-
Yeah. So unfortunately, we went back to this person and said, "Well, we're probably think it's some kind of wildlife." So we can go back to Maine, Joey. So again, people, I don't think this is paranormal. So it's you're always going on the same camera. This one here. Yeah. Okay. So Please stare at that camera. Then not that
No need to go to the other one.
one. No, not that one. Okay, so folks, this one as well is not paranormal as far as I'm concerned. I think you kind of tend to agree with us,
I
Darlene.
think
That
it's definitely
it's animal. Yeah.
animal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an animal. So we actually, this is just a few of the stuff that people submit to us. There's no way we can go through everything in one night. So, but this is just the definite debunks. That's like, okay, it's not paranormal, but this is where people need to educate themselves about the paranormal and the matrixing and what all these types of effects that it can have on people, like the stuff that would lighting effects, matrixing, lens flare, shutters, everything else. You know, you can't call everything paranormal. So let's go to number 5. Okay, number 5. Lindsay.
Well, I would like to shout out to the person who drew the little face. It's very Voldemort, and I'm down for that. But
Yeah.
I honestly don't even know what I'm looking at if I'm not looking at the face. I'm not sure what the thing in the background is. I can't tell if that's a dresser or a shelf. So there's really no point of reference for me to be able to make a proper educated guess on this. For all I know, that could just be like a wonky plate on a wall. So I really don't know what to think about this one, but I don't think it's paranormal.
No. So my opinion is, I think this is somebody took a picture and they saw an orb in the picture and they zoomed into it.
Sure.
They zoomed in. So I think what this is probably a piece of dust. And it's, it's a zoomed out picture. They see a piece, a little kind of blurry thing. They zoom in on it. They crop it. And then suddenly there's a face inside that little orb. I still think it's a piece of dust floating in the air.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it is zoomed in.
Sure.
It's a particle. Yeah. And you
I agree.
you
With
agree?
images
Same thing, Darlene? Yeah.
like that, it's so hard to come up with any kind of conclusive conclusion.
Exactly.
It's so distorted.
I
that
can't
it's,
get anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It would be better if maybe we saw the original. And
Exactly.
the original, because you can tell this is a cropped picture, because nobody takes a picture like that just for the hell of it.
So
No.
basically, we're seeing somebody else's interpretation of it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So we need the full picture. And it's something, guys, if you submit something to us for review and you crop it this way because you see an orb, please send us the crop picture and the original as well, because we can see what's around and we can see, the full picture.
The more frame of references, the better it is for
Yeah.
us to be able to prove yes, it's a thing, or no, it's not a thing.
Yeah. Well, that was not a thing.
That was not
Mind
a
you, it
thing,
looked like a little face with a nose and a little
Super
tongue
cute.
sticking out.
but
But unfortunately not paranormal. And I think, was that the last one, Joey? Number 5. Okay. So now we're going to go back and review the EVPs.
So, number 1.
Number 1. So play number 1 again, Joey. It's dinner time.
Yes, dinner time.
okay, thank you.
Come on in. Come in, Joey. You want to be on TV?
Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
So Joey's spending the weekend at my place, and he's here with his daughter. And she's actually a big Ghostbuster fan. We actually watched Ghostbuster. When was it? Thursday night. With the woman, the new version with the women.
Nice.
That
Solid.
show got bad reviews. That movie, I actually liked it. It was kind of entertaining.
Yeah,
It was
me
kind of
too.
funny. So I'm hoping they come up with another one. But
did.
she's too shy to come on camera. She's a cutie, but she's too
She
shy to come on
is.
camera.
Where is the new Ghostbusters coming out?
Yeah, we're not gonna plug it here though,
No.
We are not sponsored
because we have a
by-
friend. I'm trying to get over here. So anyways, okay. So
What you talking about?
yeah, I hope he's watching right now. We're big
He
fans.
has watched.
We're big fans. Oh, he has?
He has watched.
I won't mention his name, but we would love to have you over here. Personally, and I'm not just saying this, I'm a big fan as well.
Oh,
Okay. All right. So where are we going next? So EVP number 2, EVP number 1 was the hello, right? So EVP number 2 is the hello.
You want to listen to that one again?
Yeah, let's listen to that one again.
What's your age?
Okay. Second one is the amplified one.
What's your age?
Okay. This one, I personally don't think... I'm not sure on this one. I'm not sure on that one.
On the hello?
On the hello. I think because it's coming from the spirit box. But like I said, Kyle is convinced that there was the same voice, right?
He's convinced he heard that same voice.
For our viewers at home, what is a spirit box?
Oh, is somebody asking that question? Well, I think we talked about the spirit box earlier. Spirit box is like a device that scans through radio frequencies at a high rate of speed. And the hypothesis is that ghosts can actually communicate through the white noise that's created, and you can get multi-syllabical words. And it could be a way for them to communicate with us. Not proven scientifically, but that's what the spirit box is. I think most of the viewers that are probably still with us now probably already know we talked about it multiple times, and we don't really put a lot of credit to the
Right.
spirit box.
New viewer,
Yeah, of course. Okay, but I think we already went through all these earlier, right?
Yeah. We
Okay.
went through everything.
Okay, so bring up my cue card. You can leave the main on there, Joey. Just bring up my cue card there. I just want to see what else we want to talk about. Okay, so again, did we get any comments? If you guys have any comments on locations you'd want us to investigate, let us know. We'd like to go to locations that do have reports. You know, we just don't go to a location for the sake of doing a location. Like the Kingston Pen, or that could be haunted, but plug. So, and I gotta stop saying so. If you guys have locations you think we should investigate, please let us know in the comments. Down there, somewhere. Comments down there. Yeah.
Down there.
Somewhere down there. Okay, so one thing we wanted to talk about is we did the evidence reveals. We did the footage submitted for review. We talked about the Kinect camera. And now the negative and positive ions. I'm not sure did we talk about it? It's been a long show, right?
I don't recall.
Yeah, okay.
I don't
So
think
what's your about positive ions? little bit?
I mean, sort of. Not
Sort of.
enough for me to make a very good opinion.
So positive ions are electrically charged, I think, atoms in the air. We're still researching this, and they have a bit of an effect where if you have a lot of positive charged ions in a certain location, they can make you feel depressed. They can make you feel ill. They can make it's not good for your health. And it can also produce certain feelings of anxiety. It can make you feel maybe even hallucinate and see stuff. So this is something we're exploring as a team, as we're going to research a little bit more, is the effects of positive ions on people and how it could probably make them experience some paranormal experiences.
So how would that be measured exactly?
Well, they do have ion detectors that they measure how many positive ions you have in the air. So this is actually going to be another tool we're going to get. It's going to be an ion detector. Not saying that it has anything to do with the paranormal, but I mean, we like to try different kind of gadgets and different types of equipment, especially if we know that positive ions can actually have a negative effect on people.
Yeah.
Well, if somebody says, well, I feel this, I feel that, I think my house is haunted, we go there and there's a high count of positive ions, that could be an explanation for why they're experiencing some stuff.
Walt says he only has places to suggest in the U.S.
Well, Walt, go ahead. If you got places in the U.S., we wanted to go to Villisca last year, and we're hoping that we can maybe go this year. Ooh. And like I said before, if we're going, you're coming with us, Walt. So, because Walt won the contest last year, but unfortunately we couldn't go. Walt was a good sport about that, and I promise, Walt, we will make it up to you somehow.
Oh, thanks, Walt.
And can everyone please just comment, ask questions, let us know what you think. Just comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to wait
Blow
for
up our feed, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I like the way you talk. I like the way you blow up our feed.
Do it.
Yeah, blow up our feed.
Hashtags and stuff.
Okay, so right now, if you guys have any questions, we're open to suggestions as far as quick topics. We're gonna be ending the live feed fairly soon. There, I think we've been on for about an hour, right, Joey? I think about that. Okay. So, when's our next live feed, Darlene? Do we have a date?
This live feed ended.
Oh, there was one that I did earlier. Oh, is it ended?
They said an hour, yeah.
Okay, can you go, Joey, to see on the bottom? Are we still live on Facebook? No, we're still live. We're still going. Okay. Yeah, we're still live. Now we've been live for about an hour and 5 minutes. Oh my God!
Wow.
That's awesome.
No, see, it's live. See, I'm looking at the screen right now. So we're still good. We're still live.
Nice.
Oh, don't make me panic this way, darling. Okay.
Well, last week you posted on your own page. So.
I know. But no, it's good. Let me know if something's wrong, because last time we did the live feed, it's the new Facebook manager, and I forgot to post. Yeah, I did. Yeah. I ended up posting it to my private page as opposed to the ghost page.
Nice.
And unfortunately, I don't have that many followers.
And I'm trying to tell him
And we have
discreetly, except he won't stop talking long enough.
And we got like three viewers. We usually have like 25, 30 viewers.
And
like
I'm sitting here
3
trying-
viewers.
Poor Darlene's
Yeah.
trying to like damage control.
Dan.
He was just like on a roll.
Yes. Oh, look at that. We can see all the posts right here. Well, we should just do it this way next
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Well, that
So
makes
by
it
all
easier.
means, Taylor Moon was. There we go. Keep scrolling down. Oh, Eileen. Eileen is here.
Hi, Eileen.
Well, I don't know if Eileen's still. Hi, Eileen. I wish you would join the team again. And I'm actually going to contact you, Eileen. I have a proposition for you that's for something that's coming up with us, and something I've been talking to Kyle about. Kyle mentioned, and I'm hoping that you can maybe get in on it. So go down, Joey. You see the comments. Love watching you guys. Bragging to my daughter. I went to high school with you, Dan.
Yeah, I meant.
Oh, Natalie! Hi, Natalie. How's it going? Oh my God, you were bragging about it. Yeah. We went to high school together, and you're on my Facebook, Natalie. Nice to hear from you. Wow, thanks for tuning into the show. Walt, great fan, great guy. Jose was on our show before. Jose's going to be on again, hopefully. Christina. Hi, Christina. Hi, Yusmi. Sarah. What is all the eyes? Okay. Walt. Anybody else on the bottom? So we have a fair amount. We still have about how many viewers do we have now, Joey? It must be dwindling.
38 comments.
38 comments. Okay.
We have. Oh no, it's showing that I ended.
Okay, so we're not gonna keep. Well, let's talk about. So the next show, Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Commented as well. Cheryl was actually at one of our events at Fort Wellington with her son. Her son was a great investigator, and I hope he's still a big fan of our team. So next show we're gonna have a bunch of new stuff for you guys. Hopefully Kyle will get the Kinect camera going. At least I hope so. Poor Kyle. Eh?
Yeah, and our next show will be on the 28th of March.
Okay, so next Ghost Talks live feed will be on 28th of March, which is the last Saturday of every month. Hopefully Joey can be here again and handle the live feed, because I think he's doing a hell of a good job.
Yeah.
Yes.
It takes a lot of pressure off of me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right on, Joey!
Yeah.
Okay. Live and not edited. Yeah, we're crazy. Yeah, we're crazy. Okay.
Emma out here to say hi. She was going too early.
Yeah, that's my wife and dogs in the background. Unfortunately, I run. I have 3 dogs, 7 cats, 2 goats, and a bunch of chickens. I run kind of like a little rescue here as well. My things that I do. So I have a lot of animals, and they're kind of loud in the background. Emma.
Do we have anyone suggesting places to
Can you come here for a second?
to investigate?
Come here for a minute. Yeah, come here. Come see your dad.
Go.
There we go.
It's okay.
Just look at your dad that way. There you go.
Say hi. No. Oh, okay. Not a girl. You don't ever do what you're told. Good for you.
Okay, so Emma is Joey's daughter, and she's a cutie. She's spending the weekend here. She's a big Ghostbuster fan. She's a big Ghostbuster. Yes, you are. You told me so, and we watched Ghostbusters together on Thursday. So you know what? Don't lie to me, Emma.
Who's her favorite?
You fibber. Eh?
Who's her favorite?
Hey, Emma, who's your favorite Ghostbuster?
What's your favorite?
Trina? Your dad? The one with the green hair?
Oh, thanks.
Oh, you mean us? I told you we were Ghostbusters.
Oh no, the movie Ghostbusters.
The movie Ghostbusters. Emma, what's your favorite? Who's your favorite Ghostbuster?
Daddy.
Oh, that's sweet.
Precious as heck.
That is so sweet.
I was expecting Dan.
Dan.
No pun intended. Get it, Dan?
Yeah.
Dan, if
I
you're
get
watching,
it.
Dan is a huge fan, and he's
I am.
driving me absolutely
Yeah.
batty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
yeah.
have to ask you to like say.
Yeah,
hi
there
to
she
him.
goes. Like the wind. Ha ha! You're captured. You can't leave. Oh. Well, you gotta squeeze it. Bye, Emma.
Circumvented.
Yeah, there you go.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay, so
Child labor.
Oh,
don't say that. We're gonna get in
goodness
trouble. So, okay, guys. Again, tonight I'm hoping the live feed went a lot better. I hope the video feed was good. I hope the audio was good. Unfortunately, like I said, Kyle and Taylor had to leave. We started late because we had, well, not because. We just kind of put too much together. We had the Algonquin students coming in. They're doing a documentary specifically on our team. It's a short little short film, like maybe 5-10 minutes. And they chose us as their main topic for the documentary. They were here this evening doing some shots. They'll probably do some more later on in the future. This documentary is going to come out probably late March, I think they were saying.
Will that be something that we could share with our viewers?
Yes, they're
Perfect.
actually going to give me a copy, and we can actually share with you guys what they kind of came up together. These are students from Algonquin. I'm assuming this is a project for school.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
But
hope
it was
so.
I'm very flattered, guys. If I can remember their names.
Jesse.
Jesse, Matthew, John, and Nick. 4 guys from Algonquin. Thanks, guys, for coming up and choosing our team for your main documentary for your school project. And what else? What else we need to kind of focus on? There's some stuff coming up soon. Investigations.
Yes,
coming
sir.
up. Yeah. Give him my cue card. Just scroll down. I got my cue card. Scroll down a bit, Joey. Let's see. Scroll down again. No, we're not there. No. Okay, so the workshop at the church.
Oh, yes.
We got to do that soon, eh?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm good with any time. I'm working on a few places also to
Yeah,
try and get
yeah,
in to
yeah,
investigate.
Yeah.
Hopefully the penitentiary will be one of them. Maybe
Yeah.
I can get a little influence. Just saying.
Work
A
your
little
charms.
influence to get into the pen. That'd be great. I think we might know the right people. At least I hope so. I do want to say a big hello to Amanda, who is in Smith Falls. Amanda applied for our team a little while back, and we're still trying to get in touch with her or kind of connect with her to conduct a face-to-face interview. Amanda is actually looking into locations for us. She's applied to join the team. She's passed the phone interviews and all the basic first steps. Next step is the in-person interview, so we want to say hi to Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
And,
Hi,
yeah,
Amanda.
yeah, thanks so much for looking into these locations for us, Amanda. And we're hoping to see you soon. We are going to see her on March 8th because we have a meeting in Smith Falls. We're not disclosing locations yet. We have a meeting in Smith Falls on March 8th for a potential location we will be investigating. And Amanda is our main contact over there, who is a potential new ghost member. Okay. So unless we got questions, we're going to end this. We've been on for about an hour now.
Can you put up the questions again, please?
Yeah, put up the questions, shall we?
It's just easier to.
Just go to the live feed, the Google, on the bottom. You can close that. Just click OBS. Just OBS. There we go. Now go to Google.
Use the Googles.
Google on the bottom. Google. There we go. There's the live feed. So we got the questions there. Scroll down, Joey. Okay, what's that? Cheryl. Oh, hold on. Cheryl, I run to anything freaky as the fort at Prescott with Patrick and myself. Yeah, that was Patrick's our son. Oh yes, but those are the stories, and they're right. Okay, that was Taylor Wynn. Okay, scroll down, Joey. I just want to see if there's some new questions. New questions. Scroll down. Scroll down, Joey. All the way down. There we go. All the way down. So Jose. Yeah, that's the bottom is the most recent. Okay, so Walt commented, it looks better for sure. That is sweet. Looks better for sure. Okay, so guys, obviously there's no more questions, so I guess we'll end the live feed for tonight. We've been on for over an hour. So next show on March 28th, last Saturday of the month, we'll have another episode of Ghost Talks Live for you guys. And we're going to work on some new topics and hopefully have a special guest Unfortunately, we couldn't have her tonight. But we're going to have some special guests for you on our next show. So we're going to call it quits for tonight. All right?
Sounds good.
Say goodbye.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Okay, hold
Have
on.
a spooky evening.
Don't end now. Hold on. Oh, we're not going to do the lights out. Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks again for tuning in this evening. Hopefully the video and the audio was good. And tune in again next month on March
28th.
on this Saturday. I keep thinking March 8th, you know what?
At
Because of the
7 p.m.
7
we
p.m.
will be on
approximately.
time.
Yeah, approximately. So,
This is why we have Darlene.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
we will be
We'll
on time.
Yeah.
For once, we will be on time.
Yeah. So again, thanks for tuning in this evening and putting up with our shenanigans and our stuff, and hopefully the information we give you is very informative for you guys. Again, you can comment on our live feed later on. You can give us your opinions. We're always open to new emails, footage that you may have captured. You can send to us. We'll have a look at it. We always love to hear from you guys. So thanks again for tuning in, and join us on March 28th for the next episode of Guys.
Oh,
Hold on. Let me try this again. For our next episode of Ghost Talks Live. Take care, guys. Have a great night.
Bye.